Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that. Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for stopping by once again as we sample some more great tasting American craft beers with Dr. Dave. Imagine that. More craft beer. Now, for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today, we have a special treat. This is a special beer. If you can get your hands on this, I highly recommend it. It's from the Boulevard Brewing Company, located in Kansas City, Missouri. And this is the Rye on Rye Ale. Rye on Rye. Well, it's barrel aged in whiskey barrels, and it's not for lightweight. Slightly stretch the imagination. It checks in at 13.2% alcohol by volume, and the IBUs are 33. Mama. Now, I do have some glassware out there in the kitchen somewhere. It's a special snifter that says Boulevard Brewing on it. I couldn't find it right away, and I'm not going to waste all night looking for it, but I got another little snifter over here we'll use, and it'll be all good. I don't think I have any Boulevard brew caps on the fridge, so I will save this, no doubt about it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, because I haven't kept up on things over the years, I believe Duvel purchased this company. Duvel out of Belgium. I believe they purchased this company. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm fairly certain. So let's go ahead and pour this in. Now, if you pour it straight in, you're going to have a lot of foam on it. We can pour it straight in now because we've already made the base. But you see how quickly that foam builds up on there? Very dark color, very dark color. It's not midnight black. It may look midnight black on the screen, but it's more brown at the bottom than it is black. And so whatever color you want to call it, that's up to you. It's made some beige foam on there, not a whole lot. At 13.2%, you're lucky if you get any foam. Let's get some aroma on this killer beer. Mmm. Definitely some rye in there. If you blindfolded me and put this in front of me, I said, "Whoa, that's definitely a rye beer." And the alcohol is apparent in there. Now, I don't know how old this beer is. I don't see a date anywhere. I looked for a date on here. Oh, wait a minute. Here it is. Wait a minute. My bad. Um, Apparently we have almost a year to enjoy this. It says best before 7 of 2024. So we're in 7 of 2023. So apparently we can age this another year. Cheers to that. Hey, let's thank the brewers there at Boulevard Brewery for all the hard work they do. Those guys are killer brewers. I'm telling you, they're killer brewers. Let's thank them and thank you at home for watching. Cheers to everybody. Small sip, you notice that? Ooh, is that good? Ooh, is that tasty? Ooh, man. It's going to take me a while to drink this, though, man. I'm telling you, look at the lacing on one sip. Let's take some beer from this side. Watch. That is the sign of a well-crafted beer. Of course, a clean glass, like I've always said in the past, has a lot to do with it. Man, you can have the cleanest glass in the world, and if that beer isn't brewed exactly right, it's not going to be lacing. Oh man, that alcohol is warming Dr. Dave up a little bit. Oh man, is that good? Definitely get the alcohol in the aroma, but some nice rye malt in here. If you like rye, you will like this beer. And you only need one. You're not going to need a second beer. If you drink a second one, you're going to be passed out early. You're not going to see anything on telly. Yeah, you're going to miss all your shows on telly. You're going to miss the 9 o'clock news. Yeah, I just cannot describe how this aroma is so lovely. Oh my gosh. But you got to respect the alcohol. 13.2. That is some killer beer. A long time ago, Ohio had a law where the brewers couldn't go over 12%. Thank goodness that law is archaic now. It's gone under the table. But yeah, 13.2. You don't see a lot of beers with that high of an alcohol. Now, there are plenty beers on the market. There's plenty of beers that you can buy internationally that have a higher alcohol volume. What is that one called? Uh, Jez, Jezebel or something to that effect? Yeah, that beer is crazy high in alcohol. Of course, Sam Adams had those beers out for a long time. Those were crazy alcohol too. But technically speaking, once a beer goes over a certain alcohol, it's not really a beer anymore. Some people consider it a wine because the alcohol's so high. It's all a matter of opinion. It's all in the eye of the beholder and the taster and everything. I think I emptied that. Yeah, I did. But tell you something. That is a full body beer with a full mouthfeel. Now it's not overly carbonated, which is good. It's got light to medium carbonation because on a beer like this, you don't want a lot of carbonation. If it had too much carbonation, you won't be able to drink it. But if you ever get a chance to try any beer from Boulevard, please do. You will not be disappointed in any beer from Boulevard. You will not. I guarantee you will not. And this is coming from a guy who's I've had thousands of beers over my life, man. I tell you, it's rye on rye, barrel aged in whiskey barrels. It's a killer beer, and you will absolutely positively like this beer. Cheers to that. Now, what you could do is if you're having a card party or some kind of party, you could split this 12-ounce beer easily into little taster glasses, and people will love it. People will go crazy over this beer. They'll say, "Oh my God, what is that beer? What is that?" So you're gonna have a couple bottles on hand. Yeah, because they're gonna want more. Just give them a little taste of it. They're gonna love it. I'm telling you. You'll be the instant hit of the party. You'll be the hostess with the mostest, no doubt. Well, I tell you what, my friends, I'm going to run out of here. But look at that beer. I'm going to be sipping on this for about the next hour. Put it in the refrigerator, get it cold, take it back out. Don't put it in the freezer. Now, if you put it in the freezer, that's going to kill everything. Don't ever put your beers in the freezer. Never. Unless they're those cheap macro lagers, don't put them in the freezer. Now, and if you do put them in the freezer, only keep them in there just to get them chilled, maybe 10 minutes or so. But once you put a beer in the freezer, it's going to kill everything that's in there. All right, my friends, life is short. Let's be happy. And until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. And as always, cheers. Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure, but the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast, and if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less. And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, Best Damn Beer Shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me, what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my Pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now, I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and you know, I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing Clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says cheers to that.